Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop world. Today, we're diving into a story that, until now, has only lived in whispers, in rumors, and in the quiet hopes of fans. A story that was deeply hidden until it couldn't be hidden any longer. Sometimes, the truth chooses to stay in the shadows. Not because it's ashamed to be seen, but because the world simply isn't ready to accept it. That's where this story begins. Not on a glamorous stage, not on a red carpet or in a lavish press conference, but in silence, in calm smiles, in the gaze between two people that said too much without a single word. That day, in a quiet little church far from the noise of media and flashing cameras, two figures stood facing one another. To anyone passing by, they were nobodies. But to those who understood, they were everything. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo. Two names so massive, yet they chose the smallest path, to love in silence, to unite in secrecy. No party, no public announcement, just the sky as their witness and vows spoken in whispers. They were married, in secret, in a stillness not everyone could understand. But now, everything has changed. Someone told the story. Someone leaked the truth. And the world, which had been guessing for years, finally knew that what was once speculation was real. The marriage was real, and it happened months ago. But why did they keep it hidden? Why would they keep something so beautiful, so sacred from the world? The answer isn't as simple as love. From the start, their relationship has always existed under pressure. Everything they did together was interpreted 1,000 ways. When they laughed together on variety shows, people called it acting. When they supported each other's projects, the public said it was just marketing fan service. But not everyone knew just how deeply they had to hide the truth. How carefully they had to avoid eye contact for too long. How gently they had to touch. How restrained their words had to be. Because one wrong move could destroy everything. Xiao Zhan had once vanished from the public eye for nearly a year after a scandal that wasn't even his doing. He knew too well how quickly things could fall apart. Wang Yibo lived inside a box, forced to appear as the perfect masculine image his agency wanted. Their love, no matter how strong, had no place in a world that demanded them to be someone else. So they stayed quiet. They hid. But true love doesn't need a spotlight. It only needs two hearts who continue to choose each other, even when the world tries to tear them apart. And when they finally said their vows at that altar, without press, without fanfare, it wasn't a sign of surrender. It was a sign that they had already won. A silent witness who attended the ceremony described how there were no tears, just stillness and two eyes that met like the sky, finally embracing the sea. It was brief. Two empty seats in the back of the chapel. An old priest reading quiet prayers. Simple rings brought from home. Not even music. Just the sound of hearts beating, echoing through the wooden walls. After that, they left. No goodbyes, no wedding reception, no sweet Instagram posts. They simply went home, as if nothing had happened. But the truth has a way of coming to light. Months after that day, photos started to surface. Not from paparazzi, but someone who claimed to be part of the church. A blurry image showed Wang Yibo holding Xiao Zhan's hand with his eyes closed. In the background, a wooden cross and sunlight spilling through stained glass. It didn't take long for their names to explode online. And for the first time, the world didn't get angry, didn't judge. Instead, there was silence and then tears. Fans who had waited for years wrote emotional comments. Finally, you're free. Thank you for holding on. We always knew. You never had to pretend. Trending topics lit up Weibo and Twitter. Compilation videos resurfaced. Old interviews, accidental touches at fan events, shy glances backstage. Suddenly, it all made sense. What seemed like fan delusion turned out to be foreshadowing. Every subtle clue they left behind, whether accidental or intentional, now connected like pieces of a hidden puzzle. And yet, even now, neither of them has spoken a single word about the marriage. No public statement, no confirmation. Just silence. But now, that silence means something more honest. They don't need validation to feel right, because what they have is no longer something they must prove. Now the question has shifted. It's no longer, is this real? But rather, how much did they have to sacrifice just to make it here? The answer? Too much. They lost years together. They carried the weight of secrecy. They were forced to hide joy from a world that didn't even realize what it was taking away from them. But maybe this is the moment to open the door just a little, to let in the light, because even love kept in hiding will find its way home. Now, the world knows, and the world has chosen to understand. They're no longer alone. And for us, watching from afar, perhaps this is the most powerful moment of all, to finally witness the people we admire living their truth together. This wedding isn't the end of their story. It's just the beginning of something real. We don't yet know what they'll face next. Maybe new trials will come. Maybe fresh pressures will return. But they've survived the storms before. And now they're no longer hiding. We'll be here, watching, waiting. Maybe one day they'll speak. Maybe they'll greet us with one simple line. We're doing just fine. And until that day comes, we'll be right here, listening, hoping. Because love like this deserves to be seen. It deserves to be honored. And it deserves to be told again and again. So what do you think? Have you always believed their story was real? Were you one of those fans who held onto every subtle clue? Or are you just now beginning to see what's been there all along? Whatever your answer, this story isn't over. And we'll be right here, with you, waiting for the next chapter. Only on K-Pop World.